Hi, it's been a while. I haven't made a video in a long time since graduation, and my life has changed a lot since then, but I feel like because it's a new year, I'm not gonna go all cliche and say new year, new me, but I want to get back to making these videos. I enjoy that little scrapbook that I have, the 10 or so videos that I made of that time, and I want to keep that as a thing. So it's the first video of 2017. I wanted to make a video today because it's a new year, and I do this thing every year where I write down good things that have happened throughout the year, and then I put them in this jar, and at the end of the year I read them all. And I haven't read them all yet because on New Year's Eve, when I would normally read them, I was working. My family were here and I was not even at my apartment. Just things got in the way. And so I thought I would make it tonight, and I thought I would make it a video. I don't know how this is gonna go. It might be really, really weird, but we'll see. Either way, this is the start of a new video era. I am going to vlog more. This is my apartment, by the way. It's kind of messy. Sorry about that background crap. I'll probably talk about my apartment and stuff more, but life is very different than it was 7-8 months ago when I made my graduation video. So let's get down to it. Memories. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess I'm just gonna dump them all out. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna dump them over here. Not really dumping them, it's more me pulling them out like this. Okay, first memory. January 15th. Simply shopping with Dana and Roya. Cute. Almost done. Okay, so I kind of set them up, organized them so that I can just pick them up by month. So January of 2016. So January 30th, 2016, homework and Snapchat with Kim, my best friend. We hung out and actually studied. So like we've been best friends for a decade, and we've never been able to hang out and study, and we were able to do it this time. And then we spent a lot of time Snapchatting each other. Dancing to Work by Drake and Rihanna because it had just come out. Dinner date with Dana and Roya, that's February 22nd. And Homecoming, the 19th and the 20th. March 1st through March 6th, Alone Week? I don't know what that means. Was I alone in the cluster? Maybe I was alone in the cluster. I don't know what this means. I don't remember what Alone Week means. I wish I remembered what it meant. March 1st. Set It Off show. I went to go see one of my favorite bands, Set It Off, spur of the moment. I knew they had a show coming up, but I hadn't bought tickets yet, and so I bought them like 2 days before and I went. And I was having a really bad couple of months, just like lots of nonsense things, and I was singing my face off, and during one of the songs, the lead singer, Cody, looked at me like in the eyes, and we just like sang at each other, and it was really, really nice. And then I went to go see the musical If Then, and I went to Stage Door and I met all the cast, and they were a delight. March 6th, I went and saw this podcast that I listened to do a live show in Chicago, and I got to ask a question, so I got to be on the podcast, which is really cool. So check that out. It came out sometime in March. I think it's the episode 614. I will put it here, which episode it is, if you want to hear me ask a question. It's really cool, and they really liked the question, so that was nice. April 15th, I went to a Rihanna concert with my cousins. That was crazy, but a blast. It was super, super fun time. May 1st, I finished my honors college capstone, which was definitely a good memory. That capstone was so stressful, and it ended up being about Gilmore Girls, which it couldn't have been a better topic, and I was really happy about that. May 4th was the honors college graduation. It was great. It was a good moment for me. May 6th and 7th, I saw Captain America twice in one weekend, and then I saw it a third time at the end of May, I think. It's probably my favorite movie of 2016. I don't see a lot of movies, so that's not saying much, but I love Captain America. I would see it 10 more times if it came back to theaters. I love that movie so much. May 7th and May 8th was graduation dinner and graduation from LAS. Cruise life, May 30th through June 3rd. I went on a cruise in May for graduation, and it was the best time ever. Oh, I want all my vacations to be cruises. Cruises are New York. Cruises from New York. Ooh, that's a good idea. All right, that was May and June. SpongeBob the Musical. Oh yeah. June was a really messy month because I came back from my cruise and then we moved out of my childhood home 2 days later. So I had to pack up all my stuff. It's just really sad to move out of a home that I had lived in for over 2/3 of my life. It was just a really, really emotional moment for me, and it's sad. It's okay. I'm like good now, but it was pretty sad at the time. I was living with friends at the time and I was staying with Denna. And I went to go see SpongeBob the Musical. When I go see musicals in Chicago, I do student rush tickets, and for $25, I was third row center. And it was the funnest musical I've ever been to. Funnest, is that a word? I had so much fun. My face wanted to break from smiling. And then I went to stage door and all of the cast was so incredibly sweet. And that was a really fun time. Here's July. So I was in Evansville for part of the time because we moved out of our house and then we didn't have the new house yet. So I was living in multiple places. So we were in Evansville and me and my cousin found this beautiful gray little kitten in their backyard and we just grabbed it and held it. So cute and so sweet. Later that night we went Pokemon hunting on the riverfront, which was awesome because there were so many Pokemon and it was at the height of its like popularity at the time. So I was real hyped for it. I went to Six Flags with my little sister and then she went back to Texas. My munchkin, I miss her. I miss you. I hope you're watching. July 26th, we officially moved into the new house. I have a bunch of video from when they were remodeling the house and maybe I'll put that together and make it a video too, but that is bittersweet for sure. Beginning of the July, I went to Panic at the Disco concert with Kim, met up with one of my other friends, Sam, and that was a nice moment. So August 14th, apartment hunting and IHOP with Kim. So Kim is the greatest best friend in the world. She drove me all the way up to the north side to look at apartments. And then we happened to find an IHOP that was up there on the north side. So we went to IHOP and we hung out, we walked around. September 13th, I interviewed with the American Library Association. September 26th, I got approved for this beautiful apartment in which I live, which you can't see, you can only see this part of it, not even this part because of the lighting. I got approved for the apartment and moved in the first, and my apartment was literally a mess for a month and a half. Now it's very lived in, which is nice. September 29th, I was offered the ALA job, the one that I mentioned interviewing for a couple minutes ago. I did get that job, and I work there now. And it is fine. It's a 9 to 5. It's only part-time, and I kind of wish it were full-time, but also I kind of don't, because I feel like if I had to work a 9 to 5 every day, I would just feel so tired all the time. But, you know, it's a thing, it's a job in my field, and it's experience, and that's what's important, so that's good. October 9th, my best friend, we've been friends for about 10 years, and on October 9th, it was apparently our 6-year Facebook friendship anniversary. So she posted the absolute sweetest Facebook post about our 6-year Facebook anniversary and our 10-year real life anniversary, and I literally cried. So shout out to my best friend for being my best friend for a decade. I don't know how she deals with it. I'm a mess. She's the best. She really is. November 1st was my first day at ALA. November 11th, some of my friends are still in school, and so I went and hung out at their dorm and we played GTA. And the next day I had breakfast with my 2 main breakfast friends, Scott and Sunil. November 18th and 19th, movie weekend. So I planned a thing for my group of friends that call ourselves the Watchtower. We called it favorite movie weekend, and everybody was supposed to pick a favorite movie and then we were all gonna watch them, and we only ended up watching like 3 movies. So hopefully we'll do it again. Watchtower, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna watch more movies, even though I hate movies. So you know I'm serious. We're gonna watch more movies. That Sunday, I met Mayday Parade, which is one of my favorite bands in the entire world. November 25th, 24th through the 27th, I went to Evansville for Black Friday with a fam, and Kim came with, which was really, really fun. And she came so we could watch Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life, which was on the 25th. It was good. Overall, it was good. Had its problems, everything does. Last 2, December. December 3rd was Javi's Feinberg Night Live show, which was really fun. I went with my friend Scott. We went and watched him do SNL-like skits, and it was a really, really fun time. And the next day I had breakfast with Scott and Sunil again, my breakfast friends. December 11, I pulled Dan. And I hung out with him a lot this week. December 14th, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with him. December 16th, I went to his place and we sang The Last 5 Years because that's the only thing we sing when we're together, except for now we're gonna sing Hamilton because I know that. That's December 16th. And that's the end of my memories. There's probably more good stuff that happened at the end of December that I just didn't get around to posting about. I don't even know. December was good. My family came up again. My sister came back into town for a week, and that was really nice to see my munchkin. December was good. And this year is gonna be different. That's the year. That's my 2016, and it was overall good. There were some really big changes. I'm excited for 2017. And that's how I always end this. I am excited for 2017. So here's to 2017. May there be many more memories. Bye.